Hi, I'm Steve Withers, and we're here at Musical Images in Edgware to give our members an exclusive look at JVC's new X55 and X35 projectors. So to kick us off, let's talk to Steve Carter from JVC.
This evening we've held an event in conjunction with AVForums to show the AVForum members our new range of projectors. So we brought along the DLA-X35 and also the 55. And this gave the guys an opportunity to have a close and personal look at the new projectors and have a look at their content if so desired.
Well, what I thought of the X35 was that it was a very impressive piece of kit. I recently went to the Sony 3D projector demo as well, and I thought that this was better. Basically, the 3D images were less straining on the eye. And it appeared to me to be brighter, so I was impressed.
Well, I really quite like the X35. Recently I've just acquired an X30 and very impressed with that. With the X35 I think it was a very good picture. Colours were really good, black levels were really good as well, and that was in a room with light walls and light ceiling and a dark wall behind the screen, so I thought the picture performance was pretty impressive.
I thought the X35 was an excellent projector. I mean, the picture quality is really good. It has a lot of features to it, like 3D, and the 3D picture quality. I was watching like a really good clip on there of the ocean and like underwater, and you could see the actual fish like coming out, and the clarity and everything on the picture is just amazing.
I thought the X35, the picture quality is really sharp. Compared to some cinemas, I thought the picture quality is better, which is really good. And it's just like for a home cinema experience, I thought it gave a really good picture. So I'm quite tempted to go and get one myself now, I think.
The X35 was excellent. I've owned the JVC HD350. The colour palette I've seen of the X35 was absolutely brilliant. So much more impressive than the 350 in general. I understand it's been calibrated, but not so much, almost out of the box from what I've seen. Very, very impressive indeed. I'd say pretty much almost a night and day difference between the 350 and the X35. Very, very clean image.
We're hoping that the feedback is very positive, especially about the X55, because as you are all well aware, this is a new model for us and we want this to be a success.
Moving on to the X55, I thought that was, again, that was a very impressive projector. I like the fact that with the new eShift technology that there's quite a bit of user control and different settings that you can have, so that you can have settings appropriate to the sort of picture information that you're looking at. And I think that will please a lot of people. I think it's at a very good price level, and I think that will probably be the one to go for as far as the JVC range goes. I saw the picture in 2D, looked at Prometheus, and I thought the blacks, particularly as always with JVC were excellent. And I think the picture looked really smooth. I think the eShift technology works very well, and if I was in the price point of around the sort of 5k mark, that would be definitely one of the ones I want to audition and probably be the one I'd buy.
The X55, as soon as they changed the screens, you could see, as soon as they changed the projectors, you could straight away see the clarity is a lot better. Like the resolution just seemed a lot clearer. Not that the X35 is bad, but seeing it straight after seeing the 55 straight after the X35, you could straight away see the difference. But I'm happy with both of them, to be honest.
I did notice a difference. It's one of those things, I guess, if I hadn't seen the X55, I would have done the X35 really good, and then you see the X55, it's kind of that step up, I guess. But I guess it's just a matter of what your price range is and what you're willing to spend, I guess.
It was an immediate wow factor. I mean, I've seen many a PJ running. Both the 35 and the 55 colours are excellent. JVC have massively improved on what I saw in the 355 with slightly oversaturated, in fact massively oversaturated colours. No correction really needed. Not much calibration done on the projectors I've seen today, but from what I've seen, brilliant. Awesome colours, but again the X55 was the one for me. I've seen it with eShift off and on when it was zoomed out to full. Difference wise, yes, sharper, cleaner, Many have said and spoken on the forum, obviously without seeing it in action, that the 55 will perhaps be a little softer, but I didn't see that at all. It was sharper, in fact, much cleaner, almost akin to what I've seen running on the 4K native with the Sony. Given the price difference between the two, do I spend 16,000 on the Sony or go with JVC's £5,000 projector? It's the JVC all the way for me. Certainly up until 4K comes in, and even when it does come in, I probably wouldn't be tempted to upgrade straight away based on what I've seen here today.
Having attended both the Sony event and this particular event here with JVC, I think it's a brilliant opportunity to get to look at machines and see them without the pressure of sales people sort of wanting you to sort of buy a particular product. And I think it's a real privilege to get the opportunity to actually come along and be able to see products, particularly with the JVC, with the new products here, but also with the Sony with their large screen 4K TV as well.
I think this is really valuable, especially for someone who really loves home cinema and into the AV. I think it's a really valuable thing. You can come out and you can give your honest opinion. You can see, see what you like, see what you don't like, and you don't have to feel pressured like you're, trying to purchase something, but you just coming out because you enjoy it and you love it.
Yeah, I think it's quite good because, again, as you said, there's no pressure to buy anything. You're just kind of seeing something and seeing if you actually enjoy the product without thinking, oh, I need to go and buy, or I need to kind of make out that I'm willing to buy. So yeah, it's definitely quite good.
The AVForums events are massively helpful. I've turned up at other places where, of course, there's pressure. There's massive bias towards one projector over the other, and it's great to be able to come along, see the projectors in action. No real pressure to buy there and then, just to see them in action. And the fantastic thing is, when I've been across to the Sony events, we've had the engineers there who've been very helpful in answering any and all questions that I've asked. I've been here today and I've had an opportunity to meet Steve, an expert who's guided me through everything. Any and every question I've asked has been answered with expertise, and he's been really, really helpful, massively more so than a salesman. He's even given me a lovely shiny brochure as well to go with it. So no, most definitely most helpful, and it's not the sort of thing I'd get if I walked into high street retailers. It's far more bespoke, far more helpful, and the great thing was I've turned up here and I've had an absolute one-to-one for almost an hour of complete geek with Steve, and it's been excellent and most helpful, and I'm really grateful for the opportunity. And it's also helped me because it allows me the opportunity to make a much more educated decision as to which of the projectors I'd like to go for, especially when you're spending that sort of range. The opportunity to sit down, watch movies of your choice, sequences of your choice, zoomed in, zoomed out, it's fantastic and it's most helpful.
So that's it for our exclusive JVC event. I'm Steve Withers, and thank you for watching.